And good morning, people. Welcome back to the Legend of Dragoon. We have our pass to the Valley of Corrupted Gravity. We are free to go there soon. First up, though, we have been invited by Princess Lisa to rest for the night and have a meal. I don't know about anyone else, but I am more than happy to stay around and have a meal. I believe we need to just talk to her maid, Libria, and get this underway. I'm sure this will be a great feast. Hello, Emil. I see you're already digging in with about 5 times the amount of everyone else. Zeal, that's not usually the case. Teenagers? Yeah, I can understand. But not quite 20 years old. Emil, that's the whole basis of this entire town, this entire kingdom. And the rest? She doesn't care. Okay. No, that's not shyness, that's just ignorance. Valley of Corrupted Gravity. Why did you throw your knife on the floor? We'll do our best. Maybe it won't be such a great feast. That's a good question. The answer is yes, but not normally. It really all depends on how the mind gets jogged. The time frame is too quick for it to happen, I feel. So we're staying for the night, which we sort of already expected, but probably was going to be in the town rather than in the castle. That's fine. This is a little bit more comfy than staying up talking all night to someone. We can't go anywhere. We have to follow Libria. We don't really get access to this castle for a while. Yeah, we're here, but we haven't been given access to a lot of places. We've gone to the throne room, we've gone to the dining room, and that's it. Wouldn't you always start? Yeah, she was eating a lot as well, wasn't she? Well, maybe another time. Yeah, to the Garrett gang. So we've got to head to the Valley of Corrupted Gravity tomorrow. Yeah, it's attuned to Dart, so I doubt it'll work for anyone else. But can we really take that risk? Yeah, there's other ways to say it, but sometimes the direct approach is the correct one, and I'm sure Dart actually agrees more with Rose that it shouldn't have been taken in the first place. Don't remember how to smile? Okay, Rose. Good night. So Shana's having a break. We'll sleep in a bit. We'll wait for everyone else. I don't think you have anything to worry about, Meru. What was she like? You've only really said about her name, and we haven't heard a whole lot. Strong will, suffered by herself, decided things by herself. Strong fighter, but her heart was too sweet. Complete opposite of Mero. Okay. Taught her how to use her fists, and she wished he would see her in the wedding dress. No real answers about what happened to her, though. Nah, I don't know what to say about that, honestly. She's a little bit young. Nightmare. So morning has come, and it's time to head off to face up against the Garricks. I still don't think we're allowed anywhere. Oh, no, we actually are. Okay. That's good, because I want the item in here. That's our last Stardust of the era. No, that's our last Stardust of the area. It's... we're up to 29 now. I believe if we go up to the top of this tower, this is Lisa's tower. If I actually go up and around the corners, yeah, we can speak to Princess Lisa. And this is a town, a kingdom of astrology. Why is it downwards? There's a reason for it. We might see that later. We could go up to the other side and go to Emil's room. Yeah, I think we will. Okay. Portrait of what? We've got a portrait of Lavers. Does that help? Let's see if we can talk to Emil. I guess not. Okay. So, Lisa, yeah, we can speak to her whenever. Emil, as sort of expected, no, we're not going to be able to speak to her. There is also a place here, but it's not really that much. This is the Moon Tower, the other one is the Star Tower, and yeah, the whole actual castle is a humongous telescope. I believe there's a couple of chests in here. Yeah. Moon Serenade. And a Sun Rhapsody. Sun Rhapsodies we already know are full MP for one character. Star Serenades are the same thing, but for all characters. But we are done here in this town for the moment. Can you please let us speak? Can you let us through, please, Mr. Big Guy? Thank you. We need to head back through the Barrens. We need to head over to the Valley of Corrupted Gravity. So I will meet you at the gate. So, passage through the Barrens number 3 complete. And we are now at the gate to the Valley of Corrupted Gravity. We need a pass to get through. Luckily, we have one. And now that we do, we have access to this place all the time. The gravity is warped. This place is exactly what the name suggests. The Valley of Corrupted Gravity is exactly what it says it is. Yeah, remember that rock? Yeah, wait, up, down, directions don't mean a thing here. This place is, as Rose is stating, the backwash of the Dragon campaign. The collision of magical power between the Dragoons and the Winglies, with the dragons as well in the mix, has created this. So, let's have a look around. Down here is our first chest, which is a speed up. This is one of the best items in the game, simply put. Speed up. It's a repeatable item, so you can use it once per battle. Doubles agility for 3 turns. So you can make that slow character fast, a more reasonable speed, or you can make that really fast character really, really fast. Think about Hashel at 65 agility. This puts him up to 130. Meru at 70 puts her up to 140. Literally, in some cases, getting 3 turns in a row. Even used on Albert, who has 40 agility, puts him up to 80, making him the fastest character for 3 turns. This item is absolutely amazing. Up here, there are rock fireflies. This is one of the places in the world where you can grind and actually do a fairly good job of it. Spider urchins and rocks, we're taking out the rocks first. They're faster, they hit a little bit harder. The spider urchins have an ability though. And I missed that. Oh well. And yeah, the rock's stun as well. So let's take out this. And there's more and more. We're now done with smack. Spider urchins have a fair amount of hit points, but we're going to defend for the moment and see if it does its special ability. Hasn't yet. We'll give it a moment. It usually does it when it's low in health, but it doesn't do it all the time. I think it's got a 50-50 chance in red. There it is, and only a 25% in yellow. Physical attack barrier. Right now, I can do as much damage to it as I want. Because everything is 0. You can do all your additions. They will get through normally, but do 0 damage. This is one of the better enemies to just stick around. You've got the rock fireflies in this area, right next to us, basically, and grind additions. Just grind additions. Am I going to do this? No. I've got another place that I'm going to do it. But this is one of the better places to do it if you want to catch people up. At this point, Dart doesn't get SP, so I'm not really going to get a whole lot out of it. Yeah, I could just defend with Dart and work on everyone else. There's plenty of time to get him up because he doesn't leave your party. But I've got another place and I've got another time that I'm going to be doing my grinding. I'm going to take advantage of this while I've got it though, of course. So yeah, I'll be back once this fight is finished. One thing to note if you are going to do that though, make sure you don't have Hashel, if you do have Hashel in your party, with the Beast Fang on, because yeah, if the enemy gets stunned because of that, they won't be able to do their physical barrier, so they would have to sort of, if you'd have to wait or you would kill it in the next one. That's fine though. I got a few. I got 4 extra crush dances there. I'm up to 5 more and mores, and I'm up to 14 double punch, which isn't much, but that was just a brief little stop to show that you can spend a whole lot of time here doing a whole lot more, and it can be really worth it. As I said, I've got another place that I'm going to be focusing my grind on, which it will be better for me. Third sachet, which is absolutely amazing because I would like that. I'll need that later. Um, oh yeah, you need to go down here to this, don't you? Ah, this thing. This, the dragonfly, you might notice a lot of thunder elemental enemies here, so bringing a Hashua along for a little bit of defense isn't too bad an idea. Dragonflies, fairly quick, fairly strong. Uh, Otherwise, not really too dangerous. I think they've got a instant death attack though, which is the first one we're seeing, or one of the first ones. They usually only come up singular, so they have a little bit more HP than others, I think. Yeah, 190, still not dead. Not even in the red, just in the yellow. So yeah, these, beware of these, but don't worry too much. After all, normal enemies aren't the danger in this game. they aren't. We've seen that. Normal enemies are just in the way. The bosses, especially since you might have noticed the enemies are ramping up slightly at this point, the bosses have gained that amount as well. We are going to be tested by some of the bosses coming up. That's why this time is a potential good time to do a bit of grinding, because you get experience on the normal enemies. Maybe gain a level or two, which can make the difference. But I'm fine with waiting. Makes the upcoming boss fights a little bit more difficult to deal with. At least for me. Anyways, let's start making our journey across this place. This is the biggest staple about this particular area. Stepping stones, well, waiting for the stones to get to you, and then just hopping along them. There are enemies on the normal things. You still do get into combat at the normal way. But we'll be fine, I think. I'm probably going to get into a combat on either this one or the next. No, I'm a little bit shocked. I know you do get combat here. There you go. So yeah, you do get combat here. It's just was taking a while to actually pick up. I think the encounter rate is actually fairly low here. If you're going to be running around for them, the one in the first screen is probably the best one, the one with the rock fireflies. Just go down to the little platform or run around in circles next to the rock fireflies. Feel free. Level 17 for Dart. Excellent. And we can move on. This way? Yeah. Yes. yeah, we've got the normal stepping stones, which we have to wait for this one to come back down because I missed the bus. But you might see little lights on the ground as well. These are important for a couple of reasons. First one is right here. Yeah, they weren't kidding when they named this the Valley of Corrupted Gravity. I said direction is a thing that doesn't matter. We will be upside down for a little bit of this as well. And if you think that we're going to be using upside down things like this to transport ourselves, you'll be absolutely right. I believe this one goes nowhere. Yeah. It's just a thing to say, oh, this is a gimmick of this area. That I was pressing up to go onto the light, but the controls have been reversed now, if I remember correctly. So yeah, I need to press down. So let's wait here for the transport rock. I think I want to go over to this one first. And over here? No, that goes back to the start, doesn't it? Just trying to remember where because this does lead to an enemy, not an enemy, a chest. As long as I don't take the wrong rock. We've seen the rock, Heroics chicks. Wind-based, I believe, as well. Or are these Earth-based? Yeah, Erupting chicks, wind-based. Basically the rock's chicks. Quite a bit less threatening. I believe they can do dispiriting, but I can't be certain. Overall though, much less defense, much less hit points than the rocks. They are the chick version, of course. So yeah, fine. Let's go up here. And I think it's this one. No, that takes us back. Don't want that one. Is it this one? Oh, that one leads onwards. And yeah, I need to go back because the other rock leads to that chest that's just below us. But we've seen something. Anyone else remember these things? The last one we saw was in the volcano. A barrage. This one is not like the other one we faced. This one's complete. This one's not damaged like the other one. This one is a whole lot more dangerous. The real cause of the distortion in the valley? Quite possibly. They do say the lingering effects of the Dragoon campaign are here. Dragoons and their magic, Winglies and their magic, dragons and Virage. If one of those influences is still here, can the distortion ever go away? Oh yeah, Shana. Shana was called by the one in the volcano. Is this the same way? Yeah, seems that way. But we're not going to get to the Garrix without going over it. Or past it. So we've got to go. There is no way but to advance. And yeah, I'm going to go and save before I go back and get all the chests. But anything new? No, chicks and urchin. So next time, finish up looting this place, and then we know what we have to go through. Until then, have a wonderful day, have lots of fun. Goodbye.